Hello and welcome to the stream. Looks like we have some people joining today. Hello everyone. By the way, my name is Anthony and I'm a teacher with the Milan Montenegro School. Good afternoon. If you're joining now, I'll just see if you can use the chat below. Tell me what your name is and where you're from. My name is Anthony and I come from Atlanta, Georgia, in the south part of the United States. Atlanta, Georgia. Looks like we have 5 people here. Rosalba, good afternoon too. Nice. Welcome, Rosalba. I think I remember your name. Maybe you were in a focus with me in a webinar like this in the past, maybe. We'll see who else is here. Ah, Rosalba from Calabria, but you live in Rome. Okay, I understand. Nice. That's really cool because my grandparents, my grandfather, and my grandmother come from Calabria. So I have origins from Italy, but I was born in the US. Luca, I'm Luca from Novara, near Milan. Yeah, okay. I have some friends who live in Novara, friends who come from New York. Rosalba, yes, I remember you. Welcome back. We'll see who else is in the chat. Looks like we have 6 people joined on. I'll give them just a minute so that we can see who is here, who you are, where you're from. And you can tell me also what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you working at this moment? Rosalba says, where in Calabria? Oh, my grandparents come from Cosenza. In a small little city called Acri. In Cosenza, in the mountains. Not near the sea. Very far from the sea. But Calabria is a very nice place. I visited Calabria a few years ago. I think 3 years ago, I visited Calabria. It's very nice. So is everybody working? Are you doing smart working like this? For me, when I am at home, I watch TV series. I like to play music, to play instruments. I really, really love music, and I love science fiction TV series and movies like Star Trek. Okay, I'm from just outside Reggio Calabria. Okay, nice. A very beautiful place, I think. Very nice. So these are common questions, of course. What's your name? And where are you from? And we want to do this. They are questions that we use to get to know someone. To get to know someone is a phrase we use to say when we want to understand who a person is. You want to know details about the person, where they are from, their job, what they like, dislikes, likes, about their family. So to know information about another person, we call it this, to get to know someone. So now we are getting to know each other and who we are. So thank you guys so much for your answers, for letting me know who you are and where you're from. I'm happy to know that. So thank you, and continue to use the chat below for any questions you have, anything you want to ask, or for making examples with different phrases. So we can begin now with our focus. It's called Interview with a Famous Person. I did this focus yesterday, yes. But today I want to do some different things with it, introduce new questions. And last time we talked about famous people. We talked about Johnny Depp. And today we will talk about George Clooney. So a little bit of a different version of the focus we did yesterday. So maybe you are watching and you watched yesterday, or you're watching the recorded version. Thank you for watching the recording. Welcome. So now you have something different as well to use. So interview with a famous person. In this focus activity, preparing and asking interview questions, answering personal questions. Okay? So, if you can tell me below in the chat, who is your favorite celebrity and why? Who is a celebrity you admire and why? And which celebrities are popular at the moment? Do you admire them? So it's a difficult question for me to answer because I don't have a favorite celebrity. I don't follow celebrities. I like to use Instagram or YouTube to follow musicians, people who play the guitar or the drums, or maybe directors. Maybe Christopher Nolan, as a director, is famous. So I like people like that, directors, creative people, and artists. I like to follow them. So I'll give you just a minute if you want to write below in the chat who your favorite celebrity is and why you like them. What is special? I like Christopher Nolan, and then because he's a fantastic director. So I like Christopher Nolan, and I have also the reason why. So we have a few examples here. This is Lady Gaga, I think. A few other famous people. Aha, Razaba. My favorite celebrity is Julia Roberts because she is the most talented actress in the world. Wow. Okay. I can understand that. Yeah. I like some of the actors from Star Wars. Harrison Ford is a great celebrity because he's always very strange. His interviews are very strange. He has a good sense of humor. He has funny jokes. So Harrison Ford is great as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rosalba, for that answer. Perfectly done. So, this is a little bit of trivia, right? Oh, look, my favorite celebrity is Cristiano Ronaldo because he is a fantastic football player, one of the best players in the world. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And I noticed both you, Rosalba, and Luca, you both used superlatives in the perfect way. Exactly. Rosalba, I also admire Benigni because he's one of the most Italian actor and director. He's the most Italian, yeah. And is a dramatic and funny actor. Nice. Luca and Rihanna, of course, yeah, as well, because she is the most talented singer in the world and very beautiful as well. Oh, wow. That's true. Yeah. But do you know where is Rihanna from? Where does Rihanna come from? And where does Nicole Kidman come from? If you know the answer of where they were born, you can write it below in the chat. I think Nicole Kidman is a very good actress as well. And it's a trick question because Nicole Kidman actually, she is Australian, but she was not born in Australia. So I'll let you write in the chat if you understand, if you know who each person is, where they're from. We're going to talk about where they are from and also their first job. She's from Barbados, Rihanna. Exactly. So that means Nicole Kidman was born in Hawaii. And how about their first job? If her first job was selling clothes, first job was a massage therapist. This one may be difficult, many people don't know, but first job for Rihanna was selling clothes. The first job for Nicole Kidman was a massage therapist. So now we want to get some practice using these questions. Now, if you are at home, you're at home watching this, well, of course you are at home, but watching this, you can speak and you can repeat these questions. So remember, so it becomes more easy, becomes easier to say these questions when we're getting to know someone, right? Where were you born? And we'll match it like this. Where were you born? I was born in Barcelona. Yeah, where did you grow up? So we match it with the correct verb. Number one, I was born in Barcelona. Perfect. Rosalba? Yeah. How about number two? Where did you grow up? Nice. And we want to pay attention to questions like that, of course, because in the question, it's the present tense, right? It's the infinitive of the verb. Where did, so did is past tense. Where did you grow up? In the answer, we say the past simple. I grew up. Did you go to university? Perfect, Rosalba. Yeah. Number 3. Yes, I did. I studied law. Great job. What was your first job? What was your first job? Oh, so number 4. You said, yes, I do. I'm a lawyer. So I'm a lawyer is for right now, actually, in present tense. So we would say, do you have a job now? Yes, I do. So what was your first job? We'll connect it with the answer that has first job in there. Was a waiter. So waiter being the person that works in the restaurant. Not the chef, not the cook, but the person who brings the food. But for the next one, yes, of course. No, I didn't like it. That one's perfect, correct? And are you married? So this one we need to pay attention to. Are you married? The question has the verb to be. This is a question that has the verb to be. Let's see. Oh. Rosaba, yeah, are you married? Yes, I am. And Luca, yes, I am. Perfect. And this is really good because we always need to be in the question because we have to be. Are you married in the question? Yes, I am. Do you have children? Now, again, in the question, we have an auxiliary verb and we have the word have because we're using a verb question, right? Do you have children? And correct, Rosaba? No, I don't. Good job, Luca. Perfect. Yeah. Do you have a job now? And then we go back to the question from before. Yes, I do. At the moment, yes. Currently, I have a job. I'm a lawyer. And the last question, when did you start English lessons? I started 2 months ago. So guys, in the chat below, if you can write your answers to these questions. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? What was your first job? Yeah, there you go, Rizal. Do you have a job now? Yes, I do. I'm a lawyer. Perfect. Mm-hmm. So let me know, where were you born? I'll show you my answer for where I was actually born. I was born in New Jersey. I grew up in the state of Georgia. My first job was working as a barista. I worked at Starbucks many years ago in the United States. I worked at Starbucks. Lucas says, I was born in Novara and I grew up in Novara. My first job was a shop assistant. And you corrected. Perfect. Nice job. I grew up. Very good. Rosalba was born in Reggio Calabria, but I grew up in Villa San Giovanni near Reggio Calabria. Nice. Great. Yeah. And good job using these past tense, everyone. It's really nice to see that. Good job correcting as well. Does anybody here have children? For me, I don't have children. I'm not married. I do have a job now. And my answer to this one, when did you start? I'll say Italian lessons, right? When did I start Italian lessons? It was 2 years ago. When did you start English lessons? So while you're writing, I'll show you how we make open questions. I don't have children, I'm not married, but I have a dog who is named Toby. Nice. Toby that's a good name, actually. Yeah. I like the name Toby. Oh, Rosalba, I studied social service sciences. Oh, interesting. Very cool. So when it comes to making questions now, we want to practice this form, right? Quasi questions. So quasi is an acronym. It stands for a question word, an auxiliary verb, a subject, and a verb infinitive. An example for that would be this question. Where, for example. Where is the question word? Where? Did, the auxiliary verb, you as the subject, and grow up as the infinitive verb. So where did you grow up? Rosalba says, my first job was a waiter. I don't like it. Okay. Okay. So, your first job was a waiter? So instead we would say, I didn't like it. Instead of I don't like it, I didn't, as in the past. As an example we have here, did you like your first job? We matched 2. No, I didn't like it. But great job, goes. Thanks again for the answers. So, if you can write in the chat, please ask me a question, but use the quasi structure. Question word, auxiliary, subject, infinitive. Create a question, invent a question that you can ask me. I'll give you time to invent your own question. Oh, Rosalba says, I was married. I don't have children. Okay. Luca asks, do you play guitar? Yes, I do. Yeah, great question. Mm-hmm. And that one we call a closed question, like this. Because you begin with the auxiliary, and it's closed because the answer is only yes or no. Oh, Rosalba, now I'm a teacher. I started English lessons in Mayas 1 month ago. Oh, wow. Perfect. Lucas says, what is your favorite music? Ah, nice. Great question. So, my favorite music is progressive rock music. So that's music like Rush, Led Zeppelin, Dream Theater, Tool, also progressive metal music like Dream Theater or Tool. So music like that. What is your favorite music? And your question about the guitar, I have played guitar for 12 years. No, more. More like 15. 14 years. 14 years. Something like that. Yeah. Do you play an instrument, Rosalba or Luca? Do you play music? A lot of questions. I'm asking a lot of questions. But, it's nice to have the interaction with the chat. It really it helps with the lesson. It helps a lot. So when we have a discussion back and forth, it's really good. Luca, my favorite music is pop and R&B. Nice. And Rosalba, do you play sports? I I don't play sports. No. So R&B, I like R&B. Yeah. I don't like pop so much. It depends on the song. But I don't play sports, Rosalba. The one sport I do is snowboarding, actually. Lucas says, I don't play any instruments, but my father plays guitar. Nice. Good use of third person as well. Plays guitar. Good. Rosalba, which sports do you play? I do snowboarding. Snowboarding is the only one. Sometimes I play volleyball. Not beach volley, but inside volleyball. Sometimes, but usually no sports. And for you, what sports do you guys play? Very good job using the quasi structure. You have both. I see Luca has done it, and Rosalba. You have used the closed question form correctly, and also the open question form in a correct way. Look, I used to play football when I was younger. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good job with that phrase, too. He said, used to. That's really good. Used to meaning, yeah, you did in the past, but not now. Very good. Okay. So we're going to move on to this next part. Now, last time when I did this focus, I talked about Johnny Depp. This time we can discuss George Clooney. You guys will have an opportunity to invent questions about getting to know someone like this, but using them in the third person. So here is information about George Clooney. Hope you can. You should be able to see all of the information. This is George Clooney. Okay. So now it's your chance. You have the opportunity to invent questions again, right? Example for the first one. We can say something like this. Where was he born? So again, using the third person. Where was he born? And pay attention to where the subject was born, where the subject is placed. So where, then the auxiliary verb, in this case, he, the verb is born. Where was he born? So we can't say, where was born George Clooney? But where were you born? Nice. Yeah. Look up, where did he grow up? Exactly. Yeah. Perfect. Where did he grow up? These are all great questions using this, of course. There you go, Luca. Yeah, what was his first job? Exactly. Think about this point too. This is an interesting question. Of course, we have different information from the last one. Different information about Johnny Depp we talked about last time. But this one says he wants to play basketball professionally. For example, what was your first job? Where was your first job? Okay. Yes. You changed the question. Where, of course. Where was your first job? Yeah. My first job was in Georgia. So his first job selling men's suits. His first job was selling suits in 1977. How can you make a question about this? So this is the answer, right? He wants to play basketball professionally. For example, which sports does he play? Okay. Perfect. There you go. That's good. So we can form a different question using the verb want. Okay. He wants to play basketball. So again, following the quasi structure. Yeah. Okay, Luca. What does he want to do? Yes. We can use that one in the present tense. That's correct. How can you make that question in the past tense? For example, which pet does he have? Okay, great. Yeah, he has a pet. A pet pig. Why? A pet pig called Max. Okay, interesting. So of course, yeah. What does he want to do, or what did he want to do? We can put that in the past as well. Talking about marriage. Try to form a question using quasi, but use the word who. Try to think of how we can use the word who. Use the word wife, as in Talia Balsam would be his wife in the past. Okay, Rosaba, yeah. Who is he married? We would say, who is he? Okay, look up who is he married. Nice. We need one more word. We need a preposition for the word married. And Razaba, who is his wife? Yes, that's correct. So if you take a look at this question, notice what we have. We have who is he married to? The preposition we use for married is to. Of course, in the past, who was he married? He was married to Talia. And Razaba, is he married now? Yeah, that's correct. And the answer is yes. He's married now, I guess. To Amal Almudin. So or still is correct. Okay, yeah, is he still married? As in, if you refer to the specific person. So we can say, is he still married to is he still married with is he still married to Talia? If you want to refer to a specific person, yeah, usually we use this. You can say, is he still married? Meaning, is he married now? As well. So the answer to this would be, what is his first major film? Yeah, we would just say was. Instead of is, what was his first major film? Is he still married to Talia? We would say he isn't married to Talia. He isn't married to Talia anymore. And then Luca, did he win an Oscar? Yeah. That question can work. But we have a chance, actually, in this to use the present perfect. We'll actually take a moment to discuss the present perfect. Okay. So did he win an Oscar is okay. Did he win an Oscar is usually for specific times or a specific event. We can say, did he win an Oscar for Syriana? Or we can use a present perfect, like has he ever won an Oscar? Okay, yeah. So that's a nice example. So Rosalba, for which film did you win an Oscar? Okay. The only change we make is we put the word for at the end. The preposition is always at the end of the sentence. Which film did you win an Oscar for? And then Luca, has he ever won an Oscar for Syriana? In this case, did he win an Oscar? Would be correct. So, two questions. Has he ever won an Oscar in his life? And did he win an Oscar for Syriana. So, present perfect, has he ever won an Oscar, is general in life. Did he win an Oscar, past simple, is specific. Perfect is general in your life. The past simple is for specific times. Okay. So is that okay? Does that make sense? So if I say, have you been to Spain? Yes, I have been to Spain. I went to Spain last month. Two different examples of sentences. I have been to Spain, and a period. I Spain. We can see that I have been to Spain in general in your whole life, and then I went to Spain last month is a specific time. Rosalba, has he ever had an accident with his motorbike? Yeah, there you go. There's present perfect, and it's used. It's correct. That is correct. Has he ever had an accident with his motorbike? And the answer is yes, he has. The answer would be yes, he has. He had an he has he had an accident in 2007. So here's the question. And the answer would be this. So the short answer we have there, present perfect. The second part, past simple for the specific time in 2007. Luca, have you ever been to London? Yes, I have. I have been to London. I love London. Yeah. Have you been to London? I think I went to London in July of last year. Yeah, in July of 2019. I went to London. And how about you? Luca, yes, I've been to London twice. Good. Good, good, good. Very, very good. So now we're using the present perfect in the correct way. That's it. Because this present perfect, it works a little bit different than it does in Italian, right? So what about this verb? What does this verb mean? To break up. is called a phrasal verb. And maybe you have seen this verb in the past, but it means, oh, where's Alba? I never have been to London, or I've never been to London. The second one is correct. Look at this, breakup is when a relationship is over. Yes. It's the second one. Where's that one? So I have never been to London. Here's a question. Yeah, no problem. Have you ever seen Syriana? The movie? It's this movie that he wins the Oscar for. Have you ever seen it? I have never seen the movie. Oh, has he had a relationship with Elizabeth Canales? Yes. Okay. Yes, he has. He's had a relationship with her. He was in a relationship with her in the past, but not now. But he has. So we use this present perfect to talk about movies, to talk about travel, to talk about experiences like food. No, I've never seen Syriana. Okay. Me neither. I haven't seen it either. So neither, of course, it's a negative. And Luca, no, I've never seen Syriana. I haven't. No. Have you ever been to the United States? We have lots of good opportunities to use the present perfect like this in everyday life. I have never been to Africa. I have never been. But I have been to Paris. I went to Paris in February. So just as to start our review, after this webinar, after this webinar is over, we're reviewing questions for where you were born, where did you grow up, and present perfect questions. Present perfect for general experiences. Luca, no, I've never been to the USA, but I would like to go there. Yeah. It's a nice place. I don't think it's the best place in the world, but it's cool. I prefer Asia, like Japan. So we discussed present perfect questions. We discussed closed questions, auxiliary subject and infinitive, and we discussed open questions using quasi. So question word, auxiliary, subject, and infinitive. So all of these are very important questions that we need to get to know someone, to understand a person's experiences. So that is finished for today. That finishes our broadcast, our stream. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everyone who wrote in the chat. I appreciate it very much. It really helps the lesson. It makes everything more interesting. I can see your examples, and I can see what your ideas are. But I have been to Australia and North New Zealand. I'd like to go to South New Zealand. Wow, very cool. I have never been there. You too. You have a great day. Thank you very much, Luca. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you very much, you too. Bye bye. Good. Oh, God day. Okay, good day. Nice. Bye.